funny.
Oh, my God.
Man, how about the time you were over at Gavin's and you had the Bolivian flu and his little cocksucking male fucking pug dog ran up the back of the fucking couch, went to Coco, who's got his eyes closed, sleeping upright, trying to fucking, just reeking of pussy and fucking yay, and he had shit on his fucking shirt, and that fucking cocksucking dog pissed on your head. That was the fucking funniest shit I've ever seen.
We did a lot of fucking coke in that building.
Good times.
A lot of fucking coke was done in that building.
I always stayed out of that.
You never did none of that shit. It was around you.
Yeah.
I used to go to your house, drink Bloody Marys with you.
Yeah.
And be doing little tiny bumps in the bathroom.
Fucking A.
Fucked up in that little apartment till 4 a.m.
How much did you know, Ralphie?
All of it.
He knew.
All of it. Come on, it's Coco. You know what's fun though, Lee, is when he comes in with the rare story. All right, I started doing blow with this chick. Turns out it wasn't blow, it was heroin. We fucked all night. It was crazy. I loved it. It was tremendous. All right, I think that was 2000. Okay, that was a great one. But that's the only time he ever did. But dude, Thanksgiving was fucking epic. That Thanksgiving
with Marilyn up at your house.
Yeah,
mushrooms and
yeah. Oh my God, motherfucker, you did it.
Purple, Lee.
He ate an ounce of mushrooms, Lee. An ounce, not a fucking eighth. A goddamn ounce.
I was fucked up, Lee. I kept eating those fucking things.
He ate like a pig. He fucking smoked the best reefer.
That's when you used to have a jar on the table.
Fuck yeah, a big ass jar.
A fucking pound jar on the table. A
pound jar. Let's do this. Oh. And let me tell you what. That I've never seen anybody been able to do that many drugs and stand. Coco not only stood, he went down to the fucking OR, got a big old fucking rock and 8-ball, all right, did that shit, and from what I heard, blew the fucking Comedy Store away.
I hadn't done the coke yet. I got the coke and took it home. I did the mushrooms and went to the store and was fucking lit, and nobody showed up. So, you got to go up next. Yeah. I was fucking lit on these mushrooms, and I went up there, and I just looked straight ahead, and the lights were turning purple in the original room. That's all I kept seeing was purple,
Right?
But,
and I heard you got a standing ovation.
Oh, my God.
People were calling me from the store.
19 people. There was 19 people.
Yeah, and you stood them. That's way more impressive than 500 people.
Oh, my God.
If you're a comic and you're hearing this, you understand. To get a standing ovation from 19 fucking people is more amazing than getting it for 25,000 people. That's easy. Anybody can fucking do that. All right? These people were there on Thanksgiving night, and fucking Diaz blew them away. Fucking tremendous.
Those, you think about
what a night that was. Marilyn was all fucked up. We had a blast. We all ate. It was a great time.
I was telling my wife today that it's, we had our friend that called today and said that somebody died. And I'm like, I was eating with my wife at the time. I go, you know what? I don't want to seem like, what's that word when people, you're not whatever, empathetic.
Ungrateful? Okay.
Empathetic, when you're not empathetic. But life moves on. If I drank with you at a bar 20 years ago and you die, I'm very sad, but what do you want me to do? Stop my world? And, and it's just, I think about Marilyn a lot. And it pisses me off how people talk shit. But I was telling my wife today, I go, I see this girl all the time. That was Marilyn's friend. I see her all the time now at the store. And all the times I've seen her, she comes over and says hello, but she never pulls me inside and says, do you still think about Marilyn? I think about Marilyn every
all the
fucking
time,
week.
man.
I light a candle for Marilyn on Mondays. Today I lit a candle for Marilyn. I say
She's
a prayer
a peach,
for them.
man.
I changed the water for her, and it's weird how for years she used to call me and bitch. And one day I told her, I said, do me a favor, man. Stop fucking bitching. Go out there and rock the world. You're always bitching about what you're not getting. It's not about what you're not getting. It's focus on what you're getting. If Mitzi's giving you 3 spots, you're getting 3 more spots and a lot of other fucking people in this town.
No shit.
So she would always...
She was so powerful. One of the most powerful women comics I've ever seen.
She would go on stage late night and some nights fucking blow that with that Filipino dick. She used to like to suck Filipino dick. It was like a little sausage. She's rolling around her mouth. That people, big guys would say, I lift 300 pounds today. Well, lift me, motherfucker. Just dumb shit that would just make you laugh late night.
She's so funny. So funny.
What's up with you, Lee Syatt, you bad motherfucker? You're going to double tomorrow. That's it. They're making you do kettlebells and jiu-jitsu.
I can't do double. That's crazy.
Yeah, you missed last week. He called me tonight. He's like, did he come last week?
I couldn't, yeah.
Yeah, so he goes, yeah, he's got to do a double.
Lee, you've lost a lot of weight since I saw
Lee's
you
a
last.
fucking animal.
Almost 100.
Kettlebells, jiu-jitsu. He's been stuck at 98 because him and the wife are fucking savages.
Hey, it's not me and the wife. It's me and the fucking 200, 300 milligrams I have.
Oh, please. Please, don't fucking bull. What'd you go to the wife's and eat last night?
Oh, mole for the first time ever.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wow.
I know so many people who go on a mole diet.
But,
I know so many
But
motherfuckers that include mole in their diet.
She didn't put chocolate in it.
No, you don't need chocolate in fucking mole.
Yes, you do.
No.
That's the half. Isn't that what mole is?
No,
that's
that's just one part of
That's one
Mexico's
part of
mole.
Mexico's
Right. They
mole.
don't. Her mom and her don't like chocolate in it, so we just had that.
Good.
It's just chicken. What's in the sauce? I have no idea.
Fucking amazing.
It's amazing.
It's a little bit of Jesus.
But yeah, but it wasn't spicy. I'm getting used to spicy. No, it's not spicy at all. It was
It
great.
can be
Spicy
depending
food,
on
huh?
kind.
I didn't, but now I do.
It's just
You have
flavorful.
to.
That's what, all these white people are afraid of Mexican spice. If you watch Mexican spicy food, they just put a little bit of salsa, like a little bit of you dumb white people are used to fucking ketchup on their goddamn tacos. They're retarded. I was in Washington, and my fucking buddy goes, let's go to Taco Time. Okay, it's a chain, a shit chain up there. And the fucking lady said, do you want mild salsa or ketchup on your tacos? And I fucking laughed. I go, bro, if you eat that, I'm going to fucking fire you because I can't stand to look at your face. And we just left it there. We paid for it and left it. Fuck, anybody
Taco
wants it.
Time ain't no Taco Cabana in Houston.
Fuck
Shit.
no, man.
Them potato tacos for breakfast.
Oh, stop.
And then you stop at the
Taquitos.
motherfucking Kolache fucking factory. When I was a kid, devil gum was cinnamon, but it was hot. Like if you ate 3 slices, your asshole was gonna be on fire, dog. That's what Mexicans give their kids when they're in daycare.
Dude, we had atomic fireballs. That's all we had.
Right, no,
I did those-
atomic fireballs.
But you also swallowed gum, Joey.
I still
You're not
swallow
supposed to
gum.
swallow the
Who gives
gum.
a fuck? I'm still
That's
thinking.
why your asshole's on fire.
My asshole's not on fire because of that. I'm telling you. I've been swallowing gum since day one, so my body knows how to process it now. I just spit out little fucking gum. See, if you start swallowing gum when you're 8, then you're fucked up. I've been swallowing gum since day one.
Can some doctor please email Joey Diaz?
And do what? What's he going to say to me?
Your
I've
body
seen...
doesn't learn how to.
Listen, I have pulled the gum out of my asshole. I have pulled little pieces of gum sometimes that
Out of
don't
the
get
hairs?
processed. Yeah, out of the hairs.
Oh, God.
Or sometimes you go to pull the shit out of it and you can hear the gum going.
God.
It's like getting...
You can hear the gum.
It's like getting
Lee, let me tell you what.
twisted.
Hey, have Joey, when he gets one of them good-ass zits above his asshole, to come and pop it like a foot and a half away from you so you hear it. Okay, he did that in my fucking apartment after he drank all my goddamn orange juice. All right, he drank a whole fucking thing of orange juice in 10 minutes.
And then proceeded to pop a zit on his asshole?
Yes, no, not on his asshole, in the crack right above it. So to get any pressure behind it, he had to take those big ass
Listen,
fingers.
people, let me explain something.
Go one knuckle deep. I know all the stories.
Back in the day,
Nick.
back in the day, I ain't ashamed to say, I used to travel by bus to a lot of gigs. Greyhound was my sponsor for a long
It
time.
was the Joey Express.
The Joey Express. I would get on that fucking downtown bus to El Paso, and I'd
I'd
take it
drop
from
you off
there.
and pick you up.
The longest bus ride I did was New York City to Dallas. That was the
Yeah.
longest because I had nothing going on, and I'm going to go to all the way to Kennedy and drop $200 when I'm here right here, and I could pay the express for $48.
I looked at just to get to Boston. It's like only like 2.5 days for like $100. So I would never. I mean, if I'm just saying, if I had to.
You'll never have to. Right?
Man, I travel by bus because I own one. Get a king size bed. Don't do that.
I don't
I
think
could
Greyhound
never sit
allows-
up. I could never sit like that. But you guys ought to jump on the bus sometime, and we do this church at
On a
other
bus?
parts of the country. Yeah.
Where's
We
the
could-
bus now?
The bus will be here tonight. It'll get in tonight from Tennessee, and then we're here. We're gonna be driving. They're gonna be driving around Wednesday, or Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we go north to do some gig. I don't know where it is, to be honest with you. I don't look at my
Listen,
calendar.
I didn't travel
It's
in no fucking Foo Fighters
You guys
bus.
would kill each other.
I would-
You
I-
guys would before you got to the first rest stop.
You're retarded. We would hotbox that bus. It would be just look, bro.
Yeah, but then-
look, Lee. Shut the fuck up, okay? Me and Coco have lived in an apartment smaller than this fucking
Smaller
studio,
than this.
okay? And we laughed our asses off. And when the doors were open and the windows were open because it was so fucking hot and we couldn't hardly go to sleep because it was noisy as shit, we put on Joey Medina. 5 minutes, sleepy time. Wake up, throw kicks for Jesus. Making
room,
biscuits, and I had him on the floor or futon, okay, and
John Wessling
on the floor,
and Jodie Fertig on the bed.
Yeah, it was crazy. We were in it to win it. This was Team Us. 1440. You don't even understand. Kill ourselves? We're brothers. Are you kidding me?
Well, not literally. I'm just saying, like, you'll put something on the TV that he doesn't want, or he'll start...
I got 5 fucking TVs.
You got 5 TVs on the bus?
5 fucking TVs
Damn.
on that goddamn bus. Pick what channel you want, player.
That's cool.
I got it.
How many bedrooms on the bus?
I've got a king size back bedroom that pops out, okay, and then the living room pops out, and then there's 3 bunks. It's got 2 bathrooms and a shower on it, and I think there's like 6 air conditioners on it, so if we go someplace where it's hot, like I went to Bonnaroo this summer, and all these dirty white people are out there when it's 120 degrees and dirt.
No.
Fuck you. I took 3 showers a day. I was the sweetest smelling motherfucker out there. People were like, they thought I was Pharrell or something. I was smelling so good. Okay, I was doing it, Jack. It was awesome. Everybody's boo-hooing. It's hot. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna go make a fucking margarita in my bus, take a shower, and smoke a bone. Fuck you. I hate that band. Okay, it was awesome. It was so great. But that's how we gotta go, dude. We gotta go in the fucking bus. All right? Your babies would go bananas in that bus. Your baby would love that fucking bus.
Fucking monster.
She'd be, I can't go for that. No,
I just ate an expired Vicodin. What do you think will happen? Who gives a fuck?
You get stuck in that gum.
You know what happened? Let me tell you what happened.
They're listening.
Yeah, right?
Let me tell you what fucking happened.
What happened, Poppy?
A couple weeks ago, I went swimming in Toledo, and I got in the fucking plane the next day, and I got an ear infection, right?
Oh, my God.
And I was sitting there, and I tell you, man, I'm when you work out and you're heavy, you have to take a leave sometimes, or the other one. The other one?
Aspirin?
No.
Tylenol?
No, the other one. There's a
Advil?
leave and Advil.
Oh, okay.
That's all that works at this point for big guys. When you go to jiu-jitsu...
Dude, I'm past that.
Yeah, and you get slammed on your back. When you go home and you eat your lunch, first thing you do is take an Advil, especially if you have to train the next day.
Really? I've never had to...
You got to do all that shit, Lee, because it lowers the inflammation. You got to eat fucking... like smoking weed. Eating weed actually takes away the inflammatory from your fucking thing. You see the Google today? Anybody see the front page of
No.
Yahoo today?
What did it say?
More people turn to medical marijuana. Prescriptions are down. Prescriptions are down. Prescriptions are going down, man.
Yeah, the opiates are going down.
The opiates are going down.
Yeah, the
because
benzos
people
are going
realize-
down.
Listen, I'm telling you as your brother, you fucking go and you work out with Eddie Bravo and those savages down there at night, and you walk home, you can't move.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I'll do an experiment with the motherfucker. I will experiment. I will give you an Aleve one night, and a week later we'll do it again, and I'll give you a chunk of real hash, and you eat that hash, and you call me tomorrow, and you tell me which day makes you feel like. That's what Bruce Lee ate for soreness. Nobody knew why he was eating marijuana 40 years ago. Dan Inosanto said it at a Hegan thing.
Genius.
That's why he was eating marijuana, because he knew that Aleve will kill you.
Yeah.
Aleve and Advil
Eat your
will
liver.
Eat your fucking liver. You got to drink gallons of water. If you take an Aleve, you got to drink fucking water throughout the daytime. That's why I don't take them at night. I take them when I get home from jiu-jitsu. Bam. So I'm not, or kettlebells. I'm not sore an hour later. Whatever the fuck I do when you're sore. Sometimes you get sore from flying.
Dude, I get wiped the fuck out.
Shit, man.
First of all, well,
a 6-hour flight. Lee, you fucking sore, dog.
All right, yeah, okay. You fly and your connection. Dallas got bumped, so now you're in fucking Chicago, and you land at B32, and yours is next flight is at H17. And you got 15 fucking minutes. And Chicago, the fucking terminals are so close together. There's no room for a fucking one of them chairs. You can give $20 to a black guy with a golf cart. No, you gotta fucking hump it, dude. You gotta fucking rock.
You gotta rock, though.
And then
you're hungry. You're fucking
fuck you.
hungry. You gotta
You
rock.
won't eat.
Listen, there's podcasts. I know this for a fact, and you know this too, that are doing better numbers than most TV shows.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I think you always ask me what I've learned. I think what I've seen, and everyone on this like sports radio, sports podcasts, news podcasts,
cooking, right?
Not yet. They're getting there
a little bit.
But they're not the thing they don't have is personality and entertainment. And I think the big people like ESPN and Fox Sports don't really want that. They want it to a degree, but not really, because comedians.
Oh my God!
Comedians have taken over podcasts. It's not even close. It's not even, and some of them are bad. There are a lot of bad ones, but the good ones are good. That's why Jay Moore is good, because he's a comedian. He's entertaining, and there's people on those sports talk shows that you're talking about that are just awful, and they have the ESPN voice, which is annoying to listen to. So it's like it's like almost like the athletes when they have those athlete interviews and they're like, oh, we're just on to the next team, whatever. They're not really saying anything.
What would it cost to put Lee with Alonzo Bowden? Okay,
deadly.
What would it cost What would it cost ESPN to put Lee, Alonzo Bowden? Give me some Jason Tebow.
You could have Ian Edwards for soccer. Like there's a lot of comedians who have.
It's just mind-boggling.
It's incredible. It's just a waste of talent.
I'm not talking about Joey. I'm not talking about Ralph. I'm not talking about my friends. I'm talking about I'm watching something that's unfucking watchable. There was one the other night with Derrick Rose and the white guy.
Yeah, horrible.
Oh my God, the white guy is terrible. Derrick Rose, I thought he was hanging out with Doc Gooden. You know, he's fucked up. Something happened to him. I don't know what. And I love all that shit at night. I watch that shit and cheer for it. There's one show with 3 black guys. One of them had dreads. Unwatchable. Unwatchable. You know what? They don't have nothing for Tony Hinchcliffe. They don't have nothing for the Smash Brothers. Put the Smash Brothers on to do a show with a video show behind them, with a video camera at 2 in the morning. This is the shit I want to see.
Yeah.
And this is why these channels are starting to open up. Watch, somebody's going to go, you know what? What's it cost me to start a streaming fucking thing? I can put 3 fucking shows on it. I can stream them on YouTube. Brody Stevens, 24/7. You wake up with Brody and you go, it's from 7 to 8 with Brody in the morning, and then like 12 to 1. The last 2 stops of the night for Brody. The Comedy Store main room or the original room, and where he goes to eat and who he talks
to.
He's deadly.
He's deadly. Because he knows so many fucking people, man. I mean, I don't think people really understand. I was at Fox, and Tom Brady walked up to Brody Stevens and was like, "Hey, Brody, how are you?" and that's fucking Tom Brady, man. Okay, and he was like, "Oh my God," and Brady was like, "I'm doing good, man. You know, feeling good, doing good."
Positive.
He didn't say positive, and that'd been hilarious if he did.
It just kills you. They don't see it. I see it, and I'm not even sitting there like
I'm
most
not even
comedians.
close to Brody, but he's fucking funny, man.
I wouldn't be like one of those guys that would go, "Oh, look at this guy, I could do away." But no, listen, I'm old. I'm talking about Brody Stevens and what he does on Periscope.
So funny.
What he does on Periscope, it just, and this is what kills me sometimes, that you don't want to be that guy.
5,000 people watching those things.
Fuck yeah. In the mornings, he lifts weights. He goes to baseball games.
Plays the drums for no reason. He's in the middle of traffic, just beating the shit out of his steering wheel with drumsticks.
Listen, I get on there and smoke dope. I'm just a fat fuck in the morning, talking shit behind a bush. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the balls
Where's the
yet.
cats?
I don't have a ball. I can't smoke in the house. If I could smoke in the house, I'd have the cats in there every day. I'd have pure fucking entertainment every day, but I can't fuck with the cats.
I know.
No
You
more.
believe in Jesus. You can't do that to your babies.
No, I can't. I can't fuck with the cats and get high in front of them and shit.
Oh, my
That
God.
shocked him. That cocaine thing with Finney, he never came back. He lost that fang and shit. They never recovered from it. Once you lose a fang, you're like, shit, this shit's real, Jack.
Hey, this is hilarious. I remember, I was reading Doug Stanhope's new book, okay? And I remember all the crazy shit we did around fucking Hollywood.
Get here. When did you get here exactly?
98.
Okay, so I get here January 29th of 1997.
Coco, okay.
I'm here a year before you. That's what you're telling me.
A year. But, bro, okay, you got to understand, all right?
We were all disciples of Stanhope.
We're all disciples.
All disciples of Stanhope.
Everybody who's really been on the road fucking knows Doug Stanhope is fucking the best rocking today.
So when I get here, he's a big shot. And he's got a guy from Vegas living with him that's a part-time bodyguard. That's a dunce.
He only does it part-time?
Like he's
That's
just a
the guy.
retard. He wasn't even a bodyguard.
That was a big fat guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He died. God rest his soul. He was a dunce, though.
He
was a fucking dum-dum. He was like, Doug's going to make it big, and I'm going to be his bodyguard. He had a big jacket. I don't like Belushi. So I get here with the broad. I'm living with this girl in the trailer. We get into an argument. She throws me out. I'm living with Doug in the bunk bed. No, I'm living on the couch or somewhere. I don't know where the fuck I am. Doug's dating the redhead.
Oh, yeah, from fucking...
the TV show.
God damn it, what was that show?
Head of the Class.
Head of the Class. God damn, she was hot.
With the girl, with Tyson's wife and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, she was fucking hot, though. You got to give it to her. That fucking redhead was a hot piece of ass. All right, and Dougie was deep into that. Okay, he was like all in.
So he used to hang out at Coaching Horses. I
all
was
the
never
time.
a big. I could count on my hands how many times I went to Coaching Horses. Coaching Horses was one of those bars, ladies and gentlemen, that was just real, and you felt the pain in there. And I had been in bars like that growing up, where there's bars, and then there's bars where if you go in there at 2 p.m. There's people in there, and there was no light in there.
None.
And there were some people who were in
Vampires.
there that were vampires, but there were some people who were in there because they thought they were cool.
Oh, yeah.
And that was not the place to be if you thought you were cool. They'd suck you in and spit you the fuck out there. Because I did a ton of blow in that bathroom.
Yeah.
Every time I went in there, it was because I was jolling out of my fucking mind.
Dougie was the fucking best. He knew I didn't have a pot to piss in, and he would always. He was like, "Hey man, I can talk to you. All right, you're a fucking comic. Let's go over to Coaching Horses. All right." And we just walk over to the Coaching Horses, and it was a Bud Light and a Miller Lite for Douglas.
Shit.
And
so yeah, I'm very sorry about the podcast last week, guys. You know, it was never my intention. I had to sit here and talk with myself with Lee, and he kept sitting there. He didn't know where he was. He was tapping on the table.
That is
he
so
was swallowing
overrated.
his nose. He was fucking doing everything to irritate the shit out of me. But anyway, now that's off my chest. How are you, cocksuckers? It's a beautiful fucking Tuesday. Ralphie May, what up?
Hey, baby. It's so great to be here in part of the church. I love it. You got the new Pope, Coco Boom Boom Diaz. Where's the package?
Look at Lee. Lee's got a look on his face.
I got Cardinal Lee Syatt, the only Jew.
Look at him.
I know, he's back.
He's
Well, what do you think?
fucked
He's got the China eyes.
When you start me off with, I don't know whatever thousands of milligrams you gave me, like it got to the point where the nice lady at the store that we go to told me I need to take a tolerance break. She told me. And I've seen her so much that she's like,
which lady?
The blonde, the skinny one. She's very nice. I think her name is like Sky or
cute.
Oh, Sky.
With the black, it's blonde over black hair, real cute.
Yeah,
I like her a lot.
Everyone over there is great, but she's like, because I went in there and I even told you, I was like, I asked for something new, and she's like, well, you've tried everything. I was like, no, there has to be something like new that's more than 50 milligrams, and there's literally like I walked around the store 3 times, and there's nothing that you haven't given me, and there's nothing. There's nothing strong enough in weed stores now. Like I have to poison myself with 2,000 milligrams to get anywhere near stoned anymore. Like
Isn't it great?
Yeah, no doubt.
Very fortunate.
Now you're bulletproof,
That's
Lee.
right. You're bulletproof. They can't fuck with you. They can't stop you.
What if one of those dirty Russian cocksuckers tried to put something in you? You'd be like, go fuck yourself, you truth, Sarah.
Yeah.
I'm fucking Lee,
I've been
the
telling
flying
them that for
juice
years.
Syatt.
That when ISIS comes, they're going to poison these people, and you're going to be the only one standing. Everybody else is going to be on the floor.
All these other Jews are going to be
puking
weak.
and shit.
Not
And you're
you,
the only,
Lee.
you'll be in training.
We're
in
strong.
training.
Is that why you go to multiple stores? Like, is that? Like,
Yes.
Is that just they don't know what you're doing?
We're doomsday preppers.
Well, Ralphie, I've only heard stories about you. I think it's like from Ari and then from Joey about like you had, like before mason jars were cool, you had like a pint mason, like a gallon mason jar of just weed on the table.
On the table.
On the table. I still got it.
Where was that place at?
That
was close to Pico.
Yeah.
Off Pico, the first place you moved to, when Sean Rouse was living with you.
Yeah.
He had a fucking container in the fucking middle.
It was a pound of weed.
It was fucking awesome.
It was huge. It was one of those big ass.
He would go to that place on Mondays and turn out their lights.
Turn out the lights.
3 ounces of this, 4 ounces. They would sit there and go, "What the fuck are you doing with this?"
I know. And the truth is that most of it, I gave it away.
Yeah,
I gave it away.
The clubs would tell me, like the waiters, when I get there, the waiters would go, "He showed up with these fucking Chiba chews."
Yeah, and I think it's just the coolest thing to do, you know? I mean, the first time my buddy Ari Shafir, of course, you know Ari, right? You know Ari Lee.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, Ari, first time he ever saw an ounce of weed, I handed it to him. Here, Ari, you're hilarious. I love you. Here, try this weed. You know? We were the first. I mean, in my generation,
he couldn't believe it.
In comics, I mean, in 2003 or 2004, I was the first one to start making some money, and that was a stoner, you know. So it was like, fuck, we're all going, we're all partying, okay, we're all partying. Coco, take this, try this, all right. And you know what? Joey is a guy that will eat a girl's pussy while melting a coke rock on her clit, and then reach into her pocketbook and get hundreds. Okay, all right, and mad that he only pulls out 1s and 5s. Okay, all right, he's mad till he gets that 100. Then oh, she came. I'm out of here. Right, but when it came to taking weed from me, I had to force it to him. You had to force it to him. You did not. Your pride, you're like, I can buy my own weed. I know you can, but here, take this.
Oh, you would give me that Matt's OG. That fucking Matt's OG, I missed that shit.
Me too, man. 35%. Damn, that was good.
I really missed that fucking reefer.
That was
I
good
saw him a
reefer.
few months ago, man.
Yeah? He married that girl.
Yeah, he had long hair, and he was doing his thing. You know,
Yeah.
He said he closed it down. You know, it's amazing how those... He was... When Kushmart opened... The word on the street from a lot of people, Kushmart at one time were making 25 grand a day. That would 25 fucking grand a day at one time.
How much was like a gram at that point, do you think?
25.
Yeah.
Jesus.
25. The Russians on fucking Sunset by Rouse were charging 30 for a gram.
The Rock and Roll Rouse, right?
Rock and Roll Rouse. Yeah. They were charging 30 for a gram of Obama and 90 for a fucking eighth. They were straight up gangsters with that weed.
Yeah.
That place on Formosa, what was that place that we used to go to, the pharmacy?
Yeah, but it was the West Hollywood Collective.
No, we used to go to a pharmacy for a while. Where we bought
the pharmacy with the
where
F.
When you bought the tickets for us to go see Clemens pitch, and it was 1,000 degrees in August.
Yeah.
Against the Dodgers, and Ralphie bought a bag of edibles at the other place. Because the pharmacy had like ice cream, and they were going out on a limb, Italian ice, and but the other place next to the breakfast joint that we used to go to there, by Whiskey a Go-Go.
Yeah,
that
down
place there with the black chick, the hot, skinny black girl.
Oh my God, yeah, she was fine.
They used to have cakes in there, Lee. Ooh. That would fuck you up, like chocolate cake.
They were like 400 milligrams.
Yeah, 400 milligrams. And I remember we took him to a fucking Dodger game.
And this was before you had the tolerance for it.
This was way before tolerance.
Right.
This was when you ate shit and went home and cried yourself to sleep and shit.
Yeah.
Your ears
went to a
were humming.
Dodgers game?
Yeah, we went to a
ball game. And it was 1,000 degrees. You, me, and John Westling.
Yeah.
And we sat right under the sun, dog, with those edibles, getting a fucking suntan. And brewing. That sun was cooking those fucking
How many
edibles.
waters did you buy from the water guy when it came by? 77?
All of them, dude.
We were fucking drinking.
I handed him $100
bill. We left after
bill.
3 or 4 innings. It was intolerable.
It was too hot.
The ticket was so good that they were bad because it was right in the sun.
Right in the sun.
Yeah, those are tough in L.A. Especially, there's something weird about heat on edibles for me.
Yeah, no, they make you sweat a little.
Yeah,
extra.
it makes it I don't know. I don't feel good if I'm too hot. I can't do it edible.
I get hot. Like it's one of the weird. Joey always makes fun of me that I pass out in the studio when it was really hot. When it was the summer, I would take my shirt off. I have no idea why. I don't take my shirt off at the beach, and I was taking my shirt off here with the door open because they turned the AC off, and I was just hot.
At least Syatt don't take his shirt off in the shower.
I don't.
He's like Josh Wolf's hat.
fucking crazy. How you doing, Lee?
I'm doing good. I'm tripping my balls off, but
I love it, Lee.
What are you saying?
It's just a lot of mixing. It's a lot of like twirly mixing.
Like swirling like this, or like that.
No, the first one.
Like this.
Yeah, the wheels.
This one, like Starry Night, like that.
Starry Night ones.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because this one, that's badass.
Is it?
Okay. This one's the good ass.
Is it or?
It's both.
It's both.
I don't know. And like even in my pee, like the last time, like I have a picture on my phone of one time I took acid and I shaved my head and my beard and I thought the hair looked so magical and I took a picture and I have it on my phone. It looks stupid. It just looks like a fucking. It looks like a sink.
Dog, whatever worked for you that night. You were having a good time.
Don't shave anything. Okay, I'm doing you a solid.
Listen, oh yeah, it was weird. It felt weird.
Wait till 4 in the morning, in the middle of the night when you're having a good time. Shave an eyebrow. Take a chance.
No.
Just shave an eyebrow.
Columbus did.
Take a chance.
You are a 12-year-old. Shave an eyebrow.
Shave an eyebrow, then fill it in like a Filipino on the weekend. Just put like a little purple thing there.
Take a big Sharpie and make it high and make you look real surprised.
Yeah. Every weekend it's a different color.
Oh, at least
it's the year of the rooster. You know what I'm saying? You got a little red. Yeah, you got it high.
Oh my God.
Right here, Lee.
They used to do that shit to people all the time when I was growing up. Putting hair on you when you were sleeping. And then you take a shower and the head would fall off and shit.
Oh, man. Oh, my God.
They used to have some wicked shit. They don't do it no more. People lost them. Remember Lemon Up?
Lemon Up.
Remember that shampoo that you put it in your hair and it was lemons and your hair got lined up? What wasn't it? Lighten Up?
Yeah,
Lemon Up.
Yeah, Lemon Up, Lighten Up, or Lighten Up, Lemon Up.
There was a shampoo in the 70s that was fucking huge. Everybody. Once June came, you got that shampoo, and you put it in your hair, and your hair got all light and shit, and you got sexy for the summer.
Yeah.
But by September, you're like a dirty whore, like the rest of the shit. That was the first invasion of the dirty whore. Was the lemon in your hair? From there, it all went downhill.
Oh God. I gotta tell you, what is the fucking deal? All right, when are you gonna tell stories about how when you go to Gavin's, the producer's apartment, and clog up his shower? All right? Are you gonna tell these people that shit?
He clogged up someone else's shower?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, he clogged it up. He knows.
With what?
I taking a shit in there? I don't fucking know. Dog, listen.
He took a shit in there that was so good and powerful.
Listen, man.
In the shower. But he couldn't push it down. He tried to push it down with his toe. And it was such a good turd. It wouldn't go down. It had heart.
No.
That's exactly what happened.
No.
And then he said the water started coming right up on you. All right? Yes, it did. Shut the fuck up. You know I remember these things. And so you washed your feet in the clean because it was disgusting. You're like, I'm Catholic. I can't do this. And you got out of there. And you're like, something's wrong with you. Your shower. And then you came over to my place just in your fucking, in a towel, Gavin's towel. I don't think Gavin ever got that towel back. I think that became my towel. All right, and then you finished your shower in my shower. You gotta tell him the whole thing, man.
I don't remember that shit.
Oh my God, go.
I don't know
nothing. God.
I'm like Mike Kessler 3 weeks ago. I don't know. At least stop fucking with the wiring and shit. The microphone's you're gonna electrocute yourself. Then we're gonna have other problems.
You okay, kid?
I'm okay.
All right. How about this one? Go. Have you ever told him how you fucked up Jay Moore with the fucking vaccines?
We told him 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I got more. All right. How about that tag watch from Gavin?
I never clipped that.
I know you didn't. I know you didn't clip it. But you and me were the only ones who knew you didn't clip it. All right, I think he fucking.
Let me explain something to you.
He was fucking around
Let me
with dumb
explain something
horse.
to you. I'm gonna be as honest as I can with you. I didn't give a fuck. At that point in my life,
Right.
do you remember he came up to the store?
Yeah.
And he tried to get tough on me with Keith.
Yeah, with a little.
And I looked at him like, "Are you fucking crazy?" Listen, I made some mistakes, but what had really happened was that a certain girl came up. He hooked up with her.
Right.
And he fell in love with her. She told her he was going to move up here. You don't remember that story. Yeah. But 6 months before that, they hooked up Skype.
Oh.
And they would whack off on the phone and talk dirty to each other and dildos and shit. You know, that was 1998, my friend. Skype wasn't 10 cents a fucking minute then. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he started getting these bills and going, oh, the bills are disappearing. You know, who's putting these high fucking bills on my thing? Right. He was on that whacking off. He couldn't come to the conclusion. Then the watch disappeared. There was like 3 or 4 things. The watch disappeared.
It was like five
then he
things.
came to my house one morning. I was living with Terry. I was sleeping at Terry's. And he knocked on my door one morning. That morning I looked at him and I go, dogs, don't ever knock on my fucking door again. You want to see me, you call, and we'll meet you later. Goodbye. And that was it.
Yeah.
And that time was about the watch.
Yeah.
The watch was stolen. He left it on top of it, but then he found it. And he couldn't make face.
Right.
And then
he couldn't tell anybody.
Then somebody saw it on his wrist and said, isn't that the watch he stole?
Yeah.
And he goes, no. I bought a fake one.
Yeah.
So wait a second. You had a real watch. It got stolen, and you went and bought a fake one.
The exact kind.
The exact kind.
You know the odds of that? And we're not talking fucking...
Listen, man, I was no saint.
No, but you weren't...
But I wasn't the devil either. No. And you know what? At that point in my life, I was playing that role for 20 fucking years by that point. So I already knew. I grew up in North Bergen where those guys would go, fucking Ralphie. He stayed here till 8 in the morning snorting coke. Really? Yeah. You didn't help him. You didn't help him. Oh, yeah, I did a few lines, you know. I mean, what the fuck? I drank a few beers. No. So it was all Ralphie.
Yeah, right.
When I was growing up, that was every morning. When they walked into Hashways, in front of the biggest speakers in the city, they go, fucking Coco kept us out till 6 in the morning. Really?
Right.
You weren't, it was your car.
Yeah.
You could have threw me out of the fucking car 3 hours earlier, but you didn't.
Exactly.
It's just,
I want to light another candle for Mama Hashway's rice pudding. God damn, that was delicious.
She's still alive. What a shame. You know, Billy Horrenda moved to town, and we talk from time to time. And that's why nobody goes home no more.
Yeah, right.
Because there's nowhere to go.
They're good. I mean, you can go to Chan's Dragon Inn and still get a strong egg roll. Okay.
No. Those places are still, but our base.
Yeah, right.
The one down the corner where everybody went and got a roast beef sandwich, and you knew Mrs. Hashman, you could put it on the arm for credit.
Right.
And you went behind the counter and put your own salt and mayonnaise. And
make it nice.
Pickles, you know. No. That was that, and that's what happened. I spoke to another friend of mine that called in regard to something else about a month ago, and I go, "You come home a lot?" And he goes, "After Hashway's closed, I moved down here and I never came back again."
Yeah.
I think 6
It was
years.
that important.
Hashways was so fucking good, dude. You get you a fucking was it chocolate sodas you used to get me? Was it egg cream or something?
No, the Yoo-Hoos.
The Yoo-Hoos. Oh. Okay, I get a Yoo-Hoo and a roast beef.
And chocolate water.
A roast beef on the roll.
On rye and on a roll.
Why didn't you drink hot chocolate milk?
What?
Chocolate milk's better than Yoo-Hoo, I think.
No.
Well, I had to get the full.
When you want chocolate milk, you want chocolate milk. When you want a motherfucking Yoo-Hoo, you want a motherfucking Yoo-Hoo.
I was going strictly.
7-Eleven got Yoo-Hoo. There's nights I stop here and I go in and get a Yoo-Hoo, and I'm good for the night. You drink a Yoo-Hoo, you're good. It's amazing what a Yoo-Hoo would do to you. A 16-ounce Yoo-Hoo? Brand fucking new.
I did everything. That was before one of the Hashways had the lump. Okay, but Mama still came in and great rice pudding, and then that was my first time at Hashways. This is how cool this place was. 8 months later, I am going through and going, fuck it. I don't know any place. I'm going to go into the city. I don't know any place. I want to park over there. I'm gonna fuck JFK Boulevard. Fuck yeah, and I get off right before I go into the tunnel. I go to JFK, and then boom, pull right into Hashways. I'm there. I gotta say hello. I gotta tell them to tell Coco they said hello, and then Mama Hashway. Not only did I get my roast beef sandwich, she made me an extra one, and then she goes, I heard you love my rice pudding, so here, take a bigger thing. And she gave me extra rice pudding.
Oh,
and what are those
cinnamon
with the fucking what's the chips that they had there?
Wise.
Wise chips.
Potato chips.
With the owl, right?
With the owl.
That's the ones. That's the fucking ones.
It's funny, Lee. One day we were having a conversation years ago, and you were talking about that pizza parlor in your neighborhood.
Right, yeah.
That is the best pizza in the world to you. Like when you go home, no matter what anybody says, no, you got to go to Johnny's on 5th Street. You still go there. And it still tastes as good as it did when you were a fucking kid.
Absolutely.
That was Hashways. Only with yelling and screaming and people giving gossip and,
Man, how about that heart attack on a roll in the morning? That morning sandwich that she'd make us? Oh, my God. You picked up 2 of those?
I started eating there. I started eating there. You got to figure in 1975.
Dog.
Ralphie, I went up there. I was a downtown kid, and I went up there. The word on the street was if you want to get better in basketball, you got to go up there and play the rough games in the daytime. And one day, this kid, Fulvio Pagliario,
phenomenal name,
slammed me. He was the catcher on the baseball team. By mistake, slammed me. And he goes, man, I'm sorry, So he got me a roast beef on rye with Swiss cheese, thin shaved lettuce. Let me tell you something. When I bit into that, it was all over. I'd never tasted anything like that in my life. I went there every day after that till it fucking yeah.
Till the end.
When we did the documentary.
Yeah, absolutely.
We didn't go in that time. We went in there at 2:00, and the roast beef wasn't ready. I knew the end was near.
Yeah, right.
What?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? The roast beef used to be done at 10 in the morning.
Earlier.
We'd be back here eating the roast beef. So it's like when they first got us that first bounce check. The first time they hit you with a bounce check, and they're like, "Oh, my wife didn't deposit the funds." Listen, that first bounce check means to boogie with Noogie. It's only gonna get worse after here. Don't make me give you references. You know what I'm saying? That first basketball means run. Even if they give you, and they'll cash it right away. They make themselves look solid. What's going on?
I don't know.
Don't wander.
I
gotta watch you like
Let him wander. Fuck it. He's got a coat on. He'll be fine. He falls down some stairs. Who hasn't? Who hasn't?
This is a very interesting night of podcasting. I have no idea what happened, what it was said.
I think we had fun, man. I know I left my balls off. And fucking, at least I hadn't got to scare him with the snake. That was tremendous. You got to save that for the fucking highlight reel. All right, dude.
The only way I'll forgive you, Ralphie, is if I get a $10,000 steak at Harrah's with the blackjack table.
Not 10,000. I'll get you. I'll come on. We'll sit there.
10,000.
I'll give you. I don't know.
I gotta start high.
You're Jewish. Relax.
I know.
You gotta work him. Rub a toe.
Look, man. I love you. I'm not gonna let you not
10,000.
sit there at the table and not fucking play with me. I mean, here, I'll give you money. I'll keep you there.
No, not from you.
Problem.
I'm not asking from you. Oh my god.
The snake.
He don't know these fucking Focus on the yellow, will you?
Yeah, find the yellow. It is.
Did the bee get you?
I'm looking for it.
I know. It's around here. There's a fucking bee in here.
It was so crazy when you think about, and am I ashamed of this, Ralphie May? I can't lie to you.
No.
But there was a time I was under the credit card, dude. And I still, to this day, out of all this shit I did, there's 2 things that I sit back and giggle and go, how the fuck? Not hula hands. The ground round in Sundays. And I look at you as a man.
Round.
And if you don't believe me, you call George Kaladinsky right now. And that's my witness. All right? I took George to the ground round. The way I would walk in, you hungry? Yeah, come on. Let's take a ride. I'd walk into the ground round. Get what you want. It's on me. You get the soup, the chili, give him wings. How many wings you want? 6. Give him 12. You're like, look at Joey. And all of a sudden, the tab would come. I go, thank you. And I go start walking. And you go, why? We ain't paying for this. And
then you're a fucking accomplice.
Do you know how many times I did that? I think I did it 3 or 4 times with George. With George would go,
made him your getaway driver.
Oh, yeah.
Without him knowing it.
No. In those days, there was always a by the way. I would give you what you're looking for, but it ain't going to come easy to you. You're either going to give me a ride, a shirt. I got to take a shower at your house. I got to do something.
Gavin boy with the turd down
Oh,
the
my
toilet.
God. Yeah, fuck you. You got to give me something. Nothing ain't cheap in those days. I'll give you 20 Quaaludes, but listen, we're going to go to the Bronx. You got to wait outside this black neighborhood and keep the car on go. You know what I'm saying? Keep the car on go. Lock the windows.
Keep it on go.
Don't open the window for anybody. Oh, I was.
You don't need no air right now.
You don't need no air. Just keep fucking
Mind your
breathing.
fucking business.
You have no fucking idea how easy it was to make a living. But I would go in 85, I was the worst I ever was. The worst I ever was.
With cocaine? Or?
No. In 85, I was clean. I was spotless. I was just smoking weed like a motherfucker. And I went on a 6-month tear in the New York City, northern New Jersey area that till this day they're scratching their heads. I would dress up in a suit and go into office building and take purses and cash registers and shit. It was fucking envelopes with nothing in it. I throw it away. God damn it. I would go to Safeway and steal vitamins and tampons and what's the itch when you vaginal? What's that stuff you get?
Gardasil?
Yeah, Vagisil. You steal it in Jersey from Fort Lee, and I'd walk it over the bridge to Spanish Harlem where they pay you top dollar for that shit. I was a walking fucking scam. It was like, it didn't stop.
Razors.
But the number one thing I did was I kept 3 credit cards in my wallet that were expired, and expired. One was hot and expired. And I got away with this for 6 months.
Well, that's when they just did the paper.
3 times a week, Lee, I would eat at a fine restaurant, a tremendous lunch on the for free. I always left the cash tip, though.
I think I
was never a piece of shit there.
They invented cameras because of you, I think. Because of people
Lee, you gave them your card and it was under $50 and it was the lunchtime crowd. Your restaurant had to be packed.
Yeah.
It had to be packed. If you went in there when you were
They
empty,
can't look at it too long.
They couldn't look at it too long. They would have to take, when they had 3 of them for lunch, you ever go to a restaurant and they got 3 things. In those days, they didn't call, Lee. If it was under $50, $28, $32, they didn't call. They just went like this, ching, ching. You signed and they gave you the card back, Lee.
Did you look at the names and only get male who not a black dude?
He was Olivia for a week.
No, listen. I became whatever name you gave me.
Olivia Ruiz.
Whether it was Mohammed, Ching Sao Ho. I was a Chinese guy for about 2 months. When I lived in San Francisco, dog, I was a Chinese guy for at least 2 or 3 months. Because I used to go to that fucking Japantown up in San Francisco, and they were the only people that would take traveler's checks without a credit card, without a license. They were in on the movement.
Well, yeah.
The Yakuza, they
How
were
do you
in on
even
it.
sign for that credit card, dude? You can't.
You have no idea, Lee.
That's how it was,
You
man.
got to talk to the people like you own the joint. Let me get that watch. Let me try it on. All right, let me get this one. What else you got? Let me get that one, too. Boom. What's your name? Sam. What's happening, Sam? Everything all right? I made your day today. You're going to make a nice commission. You take Visa, credit card, American Express, Diners Club. What do you take?
Yeah.
And here I'm holding a Visa.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying? I'm holding a Visa, but I'm throwing different options at you. I got Discover. I got Amex. What do you want? I got a silver
I've
card.
seen you do that.
No, dog. You got to walk in there like you own the fucking place, Lee.
Oh my god.
And the guy would be smiling, having a great time. You give him the card. He's thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Kim.
Thank you. Yes, indeed. They're not going to argue with you. Every
What are you
once in a while,
talking
they
about?
ask you for a license.
Yeah.
1 out of 10 times, you got to ask for a license. Then you had to run out, and then you lost the credit card. The credit card was hotter than hot. Remember, in those days, it wasn't what it is now. If I stole a credit card in L.A. and I sent it to you overnight mail in Jersey, you had 2 days to go bananas because it would only break down in zones.
Right.
So it would break down in the West Coast zone, the mountain, the whatever.
If you did it on
Central.
Friday, you had till Tuesday.
You had till Tuesday. Oh, Lee, there was 1,000 scams. Remember, in those days, I would say to you, Lee, give me a nickel. I'm going to give you back $5.50. I ain't going to do that. Watch me. I go buy $500 worth of traveler's checks, and we get you fucking 30 cents on the dollar, whatever, and then we bang your T-shirts. You have no idea, Lee. Something. Let me tell you something, Ralphie, man. I love you to death because the last 20 years you've made it cool for me to be alive. Like, you've made it this acceptable. Like, when you used to go on the road and come back 2 weeks later, yeah, I loved you because you got me weed and shit like that. But I really love seeing you because I really missed you. I figure without you, I'm at the store by myself. I'm fighting these motherfuckers.
Dude, we were. It was
me and you in that little fucking apartment, and it was just a crazy situation.
That's where this began.
And I would tell you shit, and we would giggle, and it's just weird that every time, you know, the hospital, the PTSD, the fucking, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, Ralphie, how do you like survive 20 years of Joey's like mental torture? Like, there should be like a plaque for you, like longest running.
Yeah, longest running friend. Okay. All right. First of all, build up a tolerance to that weed. Okay. All right. You got to have a mind. Now, have you been a getaway driver yet?
No.
I'm not aware of anything.
No,
you haven't been a getaway driver yet?
I don't believe so.
And Coco's not the same Coco he was.
No.
So, and I mean, while you get the Bolivian flu every once in a while, you never fucking brought it around me.
No. I do little bumps in your bathroom.
Right,
but, you know.
right. But nothing disrespectful.
I
you know, like if when I first got here from Houston, if you'd have put out Coke right there, I'd have died. All right. But you were always a gentleman. Always a gentleman about it.
No. I wasn't even talking about that. I was just talking about like him torturing you like mentally.
Oh my God, the tortures. Okay, all right, Lee. I broke my fucking hand. I hit a guy at the fucking at the post office because he pushed an old lady down because she couldn't hear the Asian lady. She was an old Russian lady. All right, and he couldn't hear the nurse go, "Net, please." Okay, and so the Russian lady was standing there, and this douchebag LA guy pushed her. And she fucking snapped her fucking arm.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right in front of me. So I turned around and hit the guy, and it fucking broke my hand. Okay? And so I go home. I'm fucking calling Joey, and I'm shook up, man. I'm like, Coco is like a shark. If he smells blood in the water, if you're upset about something, that's what he's going for. All right? And so he called me up and goes, "Get out of there. Get out of there right now. The police are coming right now because you knocked the guy out. Let's go out the back door. I'm outside at El Compadre. All right, go out the back door right now." All right, and I ran out the back door thinking like that, and I didn't have my keys. So I could lock myself out of the back of Gardner. So I had to walk and I was, you're fat, you're mad. Okay, you're mad. Like, now I got to walk around the goddamn front to get in there. Or I'm hiding, thinking about, do I go down to Josh Wolf's house? Okay, what do I do?
It's crazy how many getaway drivers I used that I had to cut a piece in. And it's crazy how many getaway drivers I did something with. Until today, they have no idea what went down.
Yeah.
I think I'm in that group, maybe.
No.
Not like a getaway, but like
no idea.
A fast leaving.
You have no idea. And you know what's crazy? Like, I remember like 4 of them now. I don't remember the good ones when you come back bleeding and the people like, what happened? Oh, you come back like OJ. Yeah. Your hands are cut. Your eyebrows on fire. Your shirt's ripped.
Yeah.
And what the fuck were you? I had to go take my shirt out of the laundry. You fucking retarded. Are you fucking crazy? You're bleeding from your hand. It's gashing to death.
Man.
Lee's one of those guys in Vegas that you get him high.
Yeah.
And it's very, Lee thinks like when Lee was allowed at the South Point, Lee was very interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because at Lee's age, I didn't like Las Vegas at all.
Yeah.
I took a hating for Las Vegas when I was 22, and I said, I don't need this place. I'm from New York City where I could do this. I got to walk around with cameras. And they watch in the bathrooms.
They watch everything, Jack.
For me to get down, for me to come to your city in '84, I had to know I could snort in peace.
Mm-hmm.
I could go to a bar and gack out like I used to do in Houston. where you can't even talk anymore. I go to that
Allen Park Inn?
No. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Allen Park Inn.
I got
or our house.
No, the fucking other bar where you get jaundice. They had no windows. That bar there, I used to walk in there and I couldn't even fucking talk. But anyway, to make a fucking long story short, I don't know what the long fucking story short was. It's, what's up, Lee?
When I was allowed at the South Point.
Yeah, Lee was on at the South Point. It was interesting because we would finish up a show, we would eat something, we'd get high, and Lee would look like, okay, I get it. Lee's tired, I'm tired. And the next day, I'd hear a tremendous story. How he got up at 2, brushed his hair, and came down, and he won till 5. Then at 5:30, he bumped into a friend who put bad luck on him, and he went back to the table.
Was that Russian?
And he ended up losing. We ended up losing what he won, plus 100 out of his pocket. Now he's salivating from the mouth because he's Jewish. He goes back up to the room. He washes himself. He bangs one out. He calls his girlfriend. And he refused for the last temptation of Christ. He's got this weird way of gambling. Then he's telling me how good he is. He's Johnny Bananas. I stalk him. I stake him a yard or 2. He blows it in 2 minutes. He got beat up like something. Till this day, he blames me.
He left. I won my first couple hands and he left.
And I walked away, so it's my fault. I've never been nobody's lucky fucking. I've never been nobody's lucky rabbit foot. This guy wins 400. Oh, he's mush.
Put him in the bathroom.
About 8 weeks ago, he started a new career. He got books. He took a fucking course on hypnotics, how to hypnotize the blackjack dealer.
Sleep. I need your bracelet, Ralphie, if you have it.
Oh man, I know. It's actually in my luggage. I go everywhere with that.
He took a course.
Do you know? By the way, I've had. Thank you, church, for taking me in and loving on me. You guys come to my shows, and after the showroom, I'm downstairs maybe having a delicious Budweiser product. Okay, maybe enjoying myself a little bit before I go home. And you guys come up to me and you're like, look at the yellow. Ralphie, where's that goddamn bracelet? We fucking love that. And it's because of this I've gotten tons of fans and they've come in and they've loved me, and I just say thank you. I am very humbled by y'all. The fucking church is for real, dude. Your people, they do not fuck around. In Denver, I had like 5 guys go, dude, I'm from the church, and they brought me reefer. Okay, I had to leave.
It's a good family. We got a good family.
Dude,
they love comedy.
I left the man.
They'll give you
Buffalo.
$.
Oh my God, yeah. Buffalo. They come running. Houston's all the time. In Nashville. Oh my God, every time I'm at Zany's, that's my home club. Okay, every time I'm there, every time 20 or 30 guys are like, "Man, we love you on the church." And it's just like, it's so cool.
It's cool.
Man, really... it's like the thing that we had is just going out. You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to distract now because Coco's really getting into his fucking left nut. All right, I think he might be ready to pop his zit.
It's stuck. It's fucking
I've
stuck.
seen it. I've seen that look. He can pop his zit on his nut.
There's nothing like moving.
Oh, with the little blood.
There's nothing like moving and fucking getting like stuck. Your nut gets stuck on your underwear. Me undies is banging. But from that, I have shorts on, so it fucked it up. All right, let me read this out and we'll get the fuck out of here.
I can't believe you just leaving that there.
Don't forget,